And welcome back to the 128KB podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, and that demand is so lacking that Andy is leaving us for good.
Oh, I know.
For the next 2 weeks.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, my Andy. Goodbye, my geek.
Yes, I know.
But fear not, he has done all the benchmarks in all the world.
Yeah, well, I've tried.
Yes. So lots of exciting stuff coming up. It's kind of doing housekeeping right at the start. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, right.
But before we get to that,
Yes.
it has been a mad week in which everything has happened. Basically, Xbox decided to set fire to the world.
Wow.
And that wasn't enough to stop Sony getting all the hate.
Yeah, right.
And Nintendo are cancelling the Switch.
Yeah, basically. So the whole world of gaming is ending.
It actually feels a bit like that at the moment.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit apocalyptic. Not
Yeah.
just like Xbox, like job cuts and Sony cancelling discs, but like just the cost of everything and all the manufacturers just having to react. It's really sucky at the moment.
Yes. It really sucks, yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. Right, it's time for me to pay the 128KB bills with today's totally impartial video sponsor, and that's LLANO. And today we're lucky enough to introduce the LLANO S9 Pro, and this really does have some tricks up its sleeves if you ever travel with any of your handhelds. And things like your Switch 2, taking them on the road is great, but if you actually want to play them on that hotel TV, you have to pack a massive dock, some bulky HDMI cables, and it's just not very handheld anymore, and that's where the S9 Pro comes in. It's a premium wireless HDMI transmitter kit. You literally just plug the receiver into the TV and the USB-C transmitter directly into your console, and that's it. No Wi-Fi networks, no apps, no extra cables stretching across the room. It instantly mirrors your gameplay screen onto the big screen. But because we are obsessed with specs, here is the absolute game changer. The transmitter features 60-watt power delivery pass-through and an insane up to 4K 30 output wirelessly. Normally, wireless adapters absolutely drain your handheld's battery. With this, you just plug in your normal charger directly into the transmitter and it blasts that gameplay onto the TV wirelessly and keeps your console fully charged at exactly the same time. It completely eliminates the need to bring your dock with you, even for the Switch 2. Personally, I love how I could just throw this tiny kit into my case and I instantly have a big screen console set up in the hotel room anywhere in the world. So, if you want the ultimate travel upgrade for your Switch 2 or any handheld, then this could be it. Hit the link in the description to check out the S9 Pro, and by doing so, you will be directly supporting the channel. And of course, massive thanks to LLANO for sponsoring this video. But, on a brighter note, how's your week in gaming been?
My week in gaming, what have I been doing? I've been playing more Rhythm Paradise Groove on Nintendo,
yes.
which is absolutely amazing fun. It's really hilarious, and it doesn't even need to be like a family game. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a story, which I didn't realize because when I started playing it, I went straight to the 2-player mode, and you choose the like mini games, and then they get progressively harder. I didn't realize like, oh, if you just go to single player mode, then I like that you're drinking like cider, like on the show here in a Guinness glass.
It's Guinness. I don't steal glasses from pubs. That's not what happens.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be a secret sponsor. Like,
this video is brought to you by Guinness. Oh, so refreshing on a hot day.
yeah. You're going to be like slurring by the end of the show. Like, but yeah, so when you go to like single player mode, totally different mini games, and it's actually like, you know, it's really good. I really like it. The first game reminds me so hard of Vib Ribbon on PlayStation 1. So anyone that knows Vib Ribbon, A, you're old like us, and two, it is an incredible game. That game on PlayStation 1 is literally like a little rabbit guy on, it's like 2D Stickman kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you could take the disc out, put your own music in,
Yes.
and it was brilliant. Like I love that game. But anyway, it reminded me of that. So that's
It
what
gives
I've
me
been playing.
Wario vibes.
It's fully like that kind of game. Yeah. But it's very fun. It's not even that expensive. It's like £30, I think. And it is so worth it. It's just pure, like if you like rhythm games at all, just Nintendo games, this is like fun. And in handheld mode, it's going to be perfect because there'll be no latency. If you're on a TV, everyone's TV is different. All your latencies are different. And unless you're like pretty good at keeping time, when you set the like time on the TV, like it might be too fast or too late. I had to do it twice, and I mean we're both musicians, so like I'm pretty locked in, and even I got it wrong the first time. I was like, no, I'm too early here, so I had to like shut my eyes and get on the beat. Once I'd nailed the like latency thing, then the game is just so fun docked. But in handheld mode, if you suck at timing, then you won't have an issue with that because there'll be no latency. But yeah, so that's really good. And other than that, I think that's really all I've been playing, because I've been doing all these benchmark videos and stuff for when I'm away, which I can't wait for everyone to go and check out. I'll just give you a teaser. The first video is comparing the Z1 Extreme versus the Z2 Extreme versus the G3 Extreme versus the 395 with help from Connor, our member. So thank you for providing those benchmarks for us. So that's the first video that will be coming out next week. And the following week is just G3 Extreme on loads of different games benchmarks. Because I know some people were complaining, oh, you're only doing Intel-based
optimized games.
Optimized games, yeah. So we're throwing in some other ones there. But bear in mind, obviously, these tests were from the engineering sample and the engineering like drivers. There's been new drivers since then, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, how's your week in gaming been?
Well, thanks for asking. You never normally ask me.
I know, I always forget. Well, no, you normally cut in before I get a chance.
Guess what happened to me this week? Guess what I've been doing this week? It's actually, anyone who watches this remotely regularly will know exactly what I've been doing this week.
Final Fantasy on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yes. Every night.
I love it.
I'm trying to 100% it.
Brilliant.
But it's really hard.
Yeah.
There's so many. There's some bits. I'll say this: if you're like me and just steamrolled that game because you just wanted to play the story, there's entire like parts of the story that you've missed.
Yes.
That only exist in like side quests and odd jobs and stuff. Some of them are really fun. Some of them are really challenging. Like there's like an ultimate boss section, which is like, that was hard as hell, where you end up having to fight all the summons.
Yep. And
then fight the Gilgamesh. It's like, it's difficult.
It's even on easy, it's difficult.
Yeah. And some of them are just annoying. Some of the mini games are just straight up Square Enix annoying.
Yeah.
That's what they do best. But yeah, I'm having a blast doing it. And I'm just obsessed.
I'm glad that you're experiencing this game in such a better way on the PS5 Pro than the Vaseline speared like nightmare that it was when it launched.
Yeah.
Because I remember I felt so bad for AJ because obviously AJ's thing is Final Fantasy, and he's wearing a Chocobo t-shirt for listeners out there. So when AJ got it when it came out, he was like, game's really cool, but I mean, it runs like crap, looks like crap. You did a video, I'm pretty sure, on the channel.
I might have,
talking about how crap it was. It might have been one on one of the sister channels, but you definitely did a video on it, talking about how bad it was, like performance-wise and stuff. And then when I played it quite a while later, I did it on PC. When it came out on PC, I got it. And obviously I was sending like videos and screenshots to AJ of it, like 4K, like maxed out, and it being amazing. And I was saying to you, like, oh, I loved this bit and this bit in the story. And you were like, what? Because you missed all the side stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Whereas I did it all.
Yeah.
And I remember you going, oh, damn, I wish I'd played like more of it. So it's nice now knowing that you're going back through experiencing all these things you hadn't experienced, but in like the best way possible.
Yeah, it makes you want to do it when it's not a horrible mess.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I've kind of come at peace with the open world thing. There's bits that happen that when you spend more time in it, just makes the whole thing makes a lot more sense. And it running and looking good makes you want to spend more time in it. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we spend a lot of time talking about performance of games and gaming technology. Mm-hmm. And quite often it's this kind of esoteric measure. It's just this kind of very technical, but it doesn't it rarely relates to the emotion of a game experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree.
So you can still have a great experience in a game, and we quite often caveat that saying, like, you know, if you're happy playing at 30, this game's fine. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
I've never, until now, really connected the two in like the gameplay emotional experience being directly affected by the technical performance.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's plenty of examples of that happening. I guess Cyberpunk was probably an example of when it launched to now.
Yeah.
But for me personally, this is the first time I've really truly experienced that. And it's like a night and day emotional experience, like the connection to the game.
Yep.
Just from it looking good and running at close to 60 all the time.
Absolutely. And that's been my issue as someone that likes Nintendo stuff, which notoriously runs like ass, you know, and then like liking PC stuff. So I am constantly chasing like the best experience. And that's what really pissed me off with the base PS5, which was why I was happy to get rid of it when they started bringing PC titles, you know, to PC, because I was like, right, well, now I don't have to worry about, oh, that looks horrible. Oh, that runs like crap. And I can just really enjoy the experience. So that's why I was really happy when I got the PS5 Pro, because I was like, okay, as a PC gamer, I can now accept like this is acceptable image quality, graphics, and performance to the point where I'm not going to be thinking, hang on a minute, is immersion breaking. That's my issue. When a game runs like crap and it's stuttery or popping in too much or just low resolution, it breaks it for me because I want that emotional connection with the story. I don't want technical limitations, which is hilarious because we focus on handheld gaming and normally there's big limitations.
Well, the whole thing's a compromise, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's different because that's just a marvel in itself. But yeah, I think the PS5 Pro is really that first place where console gaming feels like PC gaming to the point where you don't even have to worry about performance anymore. You can just really enjoy an experience. So yeah, I'm just so glad that you're getting that again with something that means a lot to you.
Yeah, it really does. On the handheld front, go back to basics for us. And talking of like technical marvels that kind of just make gaming more fun in general, the G3E just continues to push those boundaries. And the concern is always, and I think this is borne out from our experiences of the past, of things like Lenovo and the Legion Go 2, even, to be fair, even with the other AMD devices, support has been lacking.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because drivers are typically handled by the manufacturers rather than from the chip manufacturer.
That's the issue right there.
Yeah.
That's absolutely the number one issue, I believe, in my opinion, is the manufacturers dealing with the drivers. Like, what is with that? Why be a middleman?
No, I don't know.
Just let them come through. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's supported...
It must be a financial thing.
It's the only thing I can think that would be in the way, yeah.
Yeah. And so because of that, I can only assume that people like... And I'm going to take a shot at Lenovo because they're the kind of worst culprit of this.
Absolutely, yeah.
This lack of driver support. I think because the devices are so niche to them, as in they look at their entire computing business and handhelds probably like 1 to 5% or something mad, isn't it? Yeah.
If that, yeah.
This can be this tiny percentage of it. They're like, it's not worth putting the resources there to create drivers for these demanding games that are coming out or whatever. Yeah, so we just don't get any support. So this technical marvel that we experience of like from the kind of AMD Z generation onwards of like you can play real games on handhelds now.
Yeah.
It's always with a caveat of, but what about long term? What about the demand for these games? Intel are bucking that trend.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it seems like, because before people have even really got their MSI claws or the Acers or even the One X players, they're dropping drivers for the Intel Arc G3.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Absolutely nuts. So July the 7th, drivers for performance of 4 games.
Yeah, 4 like brand new games that aren't even released yet at the time of this driver drop.
Yeah.
That is insane to me. It's
actually
not like
really
2 months later. It's not even a week later. This is like, here's a driver that's going to be supported on these brand new titles that aren't even out yet. Granted, it's only like a couple of days for Assassin's Creed and Doom and, but there's Halo campaign Evolved in there.
That's the end of July.
It's the end of July, so it's like weeks in advance, and they've gone, you know what? Here we go. And what I love about this is there's no middleman, there's no manufacturer standing in the way. You download this directly from Intel, and it will update your handheld. And that there is exactly what we wanted from the Z2 Extreme, exactly what Lenovo lied about, because they initially on the Reddit thing, I've got like the screenshots. It's even on Reddit, I think, still, unless they've removed the comments, where someone asked, are you going to be dealing with drivers or is it direct from AMD? And Lenovo said, don't worry, this time it's direct from AMD. And then about a week later, they changed it, went, oh no, we're dealing with the drivers. And then everyone was like, oh, whereas Intel, I feel like Intel has something to prove. Do you know what I mean? Like for a while, they've in the CPU market for the longest time, you went Intel because they were like the best. Everyone was like Intel, and then slowly they started like dropping off a little bit. AMD started overtaking. I mean, I've got a full AMD build, and I've never had that in 20 years of PC building. I've never gone all AMD. I've always been Intel and Nvidia, and then I've gone AMD for both GPU and CPU. And then now, like Intel is like clawing back, like with the previous 8 AI Plus from MSI that came out, it was a bit lacking. And then just Intel rapid firing drivers to the point where it went from like one of the worst handhelds to like one of the best handhelds of the generation, just from driver support. So to start a brand new chip launch, the G3E, and immediately be firing out drivers before games are even out yet, that is so promising. It fills me full of excitement and hope. Like I love it.
I'm really glad that you brought up the previous generation from Intel, because what that shows me is that this isn't these drivers for the G3E and I guess the G3 as well, but there's no devices yet on the market with the G3. But this driver support now isn't just like an early in the generation enthusiasm, because they showed us with the last generation that their driver support was rapid and consistent all the way through. So this is rapid, and I would argue to say that they're going to keep that same momentum that they had up, which only gives it an upward trajectory still from here.
Absolutely,
and how integrated XeSS then becomes, that's where it just fundamentally gets really exciting.
Absolutely. And one thing that really excited me is on the highlights here, Doom the Dark Ages, the new DLC, is being supported here. And when I did this video that's coming out either next week or the following week, I test Doom the Dark Ages. And spoiler alert, it's known already, it doesn't run very well. So to see that they've now updated this driver for better support for Doom, that might make it actually perform a lot better, so I'm really glad to see that. So obviously, if anyone sees those benchmarks, take it with a pinch of salt. It was on the old drivers and not the new like public release ones.
Assassin's Creed, like you say, these are all games that aren't out yet. Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, that I can't get over that Halo's in there, considering the other ones are like out this week or this weekend or whatever, but Halo is the end of July, so that early heads up, so by the time you get the game day one, you'll have this driver installed, it'll run. That's the kind of support we need in the handheld space.
Absolutely, and it looks like, well, they are serious. They've made a chip for handhelds to, like, they've actually put thought to it, not just like rebranded something or like hacked it away. They've gone, you know what, let's really tailor this for the handheld devices to push it to that next level, and they're already supporting it, which just makes me super excited. Like I think in like a month's time, the G3 devices will have more updates than the Z2E ever got.
Well, does this make it level with the Lenovo Legion Go? Too. It's like because driver updates.
Asus just recently did a driver update for their Xbox Ally X and the Z1 Extreme Allies as well.
Oh, wow.
So they've just got new drivers. So my benchmark video next week, which is comparing the Z1E, Z2E, the Z1E and the Z2E actually have the newest drivers installed, which I'm lucky I caught those. But yeah, so they're actually getting support. The Xbox Ally X, which obviously has a Z2 Extreme, just got an update. And I went, I wonder if Lenovo's done an update for the Legion Go 2. Went onto the back end, where the driver support is, manually checked. Nope. No driver support. So they've had one GPU driver in like 9 months or whatever it's been. And before the G3's even launched, it's got a driver update. I know in America the G3 is out. In the UK, the shipping date I think is the 20th of this month.
Yeah.
So, but I just find that hilarious.
It is hilarious, and it's an embarrassment to the AMD devices. And
yeah,
I don't know if this is. It's probably a bit of both, but it's an AMD and a manufacturer's issue.
Yeah.
For some reason, AMD perhaps aren't particularly forthcoming with the technological parts of it, but because that's what it basically is, isn't it? AMD will do the drivers, and then the manufacturers will customize them for the device. It's got to be, isn't it?
Yeah. But why? Why do they need to customize a GPU driver for a device? Like, it's got the same chip in it.
I still wonder, like, do they have to buy the drivers?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering
like, license
about.
it,
Yeah, that's what it seems like, because otherwise, why not just push it straight through? Like, what needs configuring here? Like, why isn't it just handled by the AMD Adrenaline app like it is on PC? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not dictated by the card brand of my 9070 XT.
No.
Whatever brand of card that is, no one gives a crap. Like, the chip is the same.
Yeah.
It's just down to the cooling, right? So I download drivers directly from AMD Adrenaline app, whatever they call it, AMD software, right? Why is that not the case on these AMD handhelds? It just doesn't make any sense.
It's actually a really good point. I've never considered it, but it is exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah, and it's not even like is there drivers out there that people jerry rig?
Yeah, on the Z1 Extreme, and I don't know on the Z2 Extreme there will be, but it's like not recommended.
Yeah, it's savage, but it's exciting for like the future for the Intel stuff. I guess a bit frustrated. I mean, it's not gonna. If you've got a Z2 or a Z1, it's not like it's going to destroy your experience. It's just that long-term thing.
Yeah,
it's about the long-term life of these devices.
It's the frustration of when a big game hits.
Yeah.
You look at AMD and Nvidia on the discrete GPU side. Soon as that game comes out, there'll be a GPU driver because it will help, fix any issues that the game might experience. And finally, seeing a Z1 Extreme and Z2 Extreme driver update from Asus from the Allies and the Xbox Ally X. That fixes issues in like Forza Horizon 6 and stuff like that. And that's what you need. Like, new games will cause issues on old drivers. So they need to be updated, which is why we're seeing right here from Intel, like straight away before the games are even out, here you go, here's the fixes that makes them play way better. So yeah, like the longevity of the device, like the Legion Go 2, if you haven't had a driver update in like 9 months, brand new games that are coming out will likely have issues.
I'm just wondering, who is it that sat on their hands with it then?
I know, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It does seem weird because as much as it's not as customized as like Intel's approach of like a dedicated handheld processor, it is still like handheld hardware that they've made. Yeah. So it seems weird that there's lacking support. And you think like before the MSI Claw and the Acer devices and the One X players hit the market, AMD absolutely dominated the handheld space. Yeah. So it seemed weird that they're not as forthcoming.
Yeah, it's like they've got complacent, like got to the top and went, yeah, I'm all right.
Which is what Intel did in the in the computing side. That's why you brought it up at the start.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it's savage though. But the exciting thing is that. Do you think Intel are the saviour for handhelds then?
I hope so, because again, in the past, Intel were the ones that you went for stability, and that's what you want on a computing device. You know, you paid more for Intel, you paid for the brand, and it's just like Nvidia, you pay extra for it, but you know it's going to get supported and good support. So hopefully they're coming in hot and strong here, and we always say this, we have no like brand
allegiance.
Allegiance, yeah. We just like what we like. Whatever's new that's better than the previous thing, don't care what the brand is or like the company. It's who's giving the best support and giving you the best experience and whatever else, you know? So I'm happy if Intel come through. I'm not like an AMD badged branded guy that's like, oh, you know.
He's a shill.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. If next year AMD come out and they go, we promise every like week we'll give you a driver update, they stick to that promise and it ends up being amazing, well then happy days, we'll be happy about that. But right now, Intel look like they're coming in to swoop the carpet, you know, from under their feet. It's an
open goal as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Optimized, like just almost... If I had the money, if I had the billions to like enter the market with devices and processors and stuff, right? Let's just pretend I'm Jeff Bezos now.
Oh yeah.
Elon AJ.
I like that. Yeah.
AJ Musk.
Are you going to sell that? You'll have bath water online.
Just my smell. That's how I fund making my own handheld.
I like it.
But you just look at like the general market and go, who's been successful in this? And like look at like Nintendo, like, so what is it? It's like it's optimized performance and it's continuous support.
Yes.
It's really simple, such an open goal. And it seems like Intel have done exactly that. They've looked at the space and gone, well, how do you win that? Optimized performance, continuous support.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah. That's literally all you need. Like, especially
when we're asking people now to spend over £1,000 just for like the entry points.
There you go. You don't want to be spending like up to $2,000 on a device that's going to get one update every 9 months.
Yeah,
like that's just a joke.
Yeah, that would be an absolute piss take. As a sneak peek for those diehards that join us for the podcast every week, you've got your benchmark videos coming out on the MSI Claw next week and the week after. Do you care to give us like a sneak peek of what your experience has been, like a little bit longer term, like performance wise? Is it holding up to your initial hype? Yeah.
Well, considering, because I've said this in the videos because it needs to be said, that our engineering sample had 7400 megatransfer RAM, which is not going to be the case with the retail units on the MSI EX. They are going to be 8500 megatransfer. We've had this confirmed from AMSI. And actually, I think we single-handedly got them to update their UK website to...
Is it on there now, is it?
Yeah. Because
nice.
we it wasn't there before, whereas now we brought it up, it's there. So we're taking credit for that. So that needs to be taken into consideration. So we're running slower RAM here and also like drivers, like engineering drivers, none of this new updated stuff. And the performance is ridiculous. I love, my favorite one is comparing it against the Z1 Extreme, the Z2 Extreme, the G3 Extreme, and the 395 because the results surprised me for some clickbait intrigue there. And I mean, did it surprise me? Probably not. I was kind of hoping and expecting the G3 would come out really well, and spoiler alert, it does.
I would imagine my expectation, without seeing the results, my expectation of that is that it would beat the 395 at that kind of 20 watt mark.
Yeah. There's one thing that what surprised me is that the 395 was on par with the Z1 Extreme at 20 watts on some games.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, like what's going on? And in one result, the Z1 Extreme beat the Z2 Extreme at 20 watts.
Do you remember though, we saw that when the Z2 Extreme came out and we were benchmarking against the Z1.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was it was all about efficiency, wasn't it? The Z2 generation rather than performance. But yeah, we were seeing games some outperform from the Z1 generation.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? But ultimately, the jump up in performance to the the G3 Extreme is impressive. I only tested raster raw performance in this benchmark video. So it's just literally ground up. And you must take into consideration XeSS because that is a massive leap from what the AMD side have. So just raw performance alone is impressive because that was my worry for the G3. I thought they were going to do an NVIDIA because the 1570 is a 4090. With like 20 times frame gen on it. Yeah, wicked. Like base frame rate of like 2 FPS. Like nice one, NVIDIA. Do you know what I mean? So I thought that was going to be the case here, but it's not. The raw performance is so much better on the G3. Throw on XeSS3 like machine learned upscaling and frame gen, and you've got silly numbers going on with actually usable results. So I'm very impressed. Obviously, the 395 above 35 watts is going to dominate the G3E, but that's not what this is about. It's about the lower performance. But even at 35 watts, the G3E either beats the 395 or is very close behind it, which is really good, like really good. And what I love is with the Z2 Extreme, once you hit 20 watts, it's like a plateau.
Yes.
Like it's just diminishing returns. You go to 35 watts, you might get like 10%, if that, increase in performance. Like it is minimal. Like the Z2 Extreme goes up and then it just flatlines. With the G3E, you just keep pumping power in it and it just keeps going up, like in performance tabs. So that's nice, because if you want to sit down and plug in with a charger or whatever, or just run it on battery at maximum power, you're going to get really good performance there. But again, you don't need it, especially if the game runs supports XeSS. You can easily have way more manageable battery life, which is just amazing. I'm so hyped to get hands on. I want us to get like devices in hand already.
Isn't it crazy that we are like how quickly that's happened, this low wattage performance? That's the bit where I get really excited, because we get closer and closer to that Nintendo Switch level of like like the fact that they managed to get games running at 11 watts is in and of itself is insane.
Yes.
But yeah, as we get this, I can't imagine we're ever going to get to that level and have great performance, but like we get to 20 watts and you've got AAA games running well.
Yeah.
That's insane, because that truly is handheld gaming then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like that is the benchmark.
Yeah. And I loved playing stuff like Forza at like 13 watts.
It's insane.
And getting like 60 FPS and stuff. It's like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? Like, I never thought that. I thought I'd be balls to the wall in it, like maximum power, just to get modern games to run. But really didn't look like that's the case here. Like, it's very exciting.
It's really exciting. I would say, I'm just going to move it along. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. I'm definitely buying this, by the way.
Yeah.
And obviously it comes out tomorrow? Today.
Yeah. Oh, no, tomorrow for us, today for listeners.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I've broken the time continuation there. So it comes out. I'll definitely get this for this weekend. Sadly, we obviously won't do a Will It Run, because Andy's away for
it would have been
his birthdays.
A mad rush. And also I felt bad, like if we did cover this in like a few weeks' time or whatever, then we should, fingers crossed, have like a G3E in hand. And I'd much rather test like these new games. I really want this. I'm so close to just buying it on PC. I mean, I really wanted it on PS5 Pro, if I'm honest, just so I could just play it on the TV.
Same.
But then I'm like, I want to play it on the G3E. So I'm probably going to just get the Steam key for this. But I'm not going to do it now because I'm away, so there's no point. I'm not going to take a handheld with me just because I'm with family. So I'm like, if I take a handheld with me, I'm just going to be sat there playing games. I'm not going to do that. I'll take the Switch 2 so we can play some party games and stuff. But anyway, Assassin's Creed looks really good. I've never played this one, so
I didn't
I'm
either.
looking forward to it.
No, but from the early reviews, it sounds like it's like, was it Digital Foundry said it's like the perfect example of what a remake should be?
Yeah, so they've basically ground up made this again.
Yeah.
It's not like a remaster or whatever.
It looks beautiful as well.
Yes, but they've chopped out loads of like slow movements, all the like when you're in real life in Assassin's Creed movement. They've just cut that from the game.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I used to hate that. Like, that really pissed me off in those games. I just want to be in that world. Yeah. I don't care about this weird, like, am I in the future thing?
I know. What was that?
I don't know.
I never really understood it.
Yeah. It was cool in, like, 2001 or whenever the first one came out. But the rest of them, I do away with that crap. Like, I just want to be in the, like, old days and do stuff.
Just let me kill people.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to sneak around. I want to kill people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Just let me do stuff. So it does look good.
It looks like that. I get really, obviously because we're game tech, I get really obsessed with like the weird little stuff. It looks like the weather system's really amazing in this game as well.
Yeah, it does look really good. And I think all versions of the game are like ray tracing on.
Yeah.
So there's on PS5 at least, there's 3 modes. You've got like fidelity, which is 30 FPS, like all ray tracing and stuff on. And then you've got balanced, which is a 40 FPS mode if you've got a 120 hertz TV.
Yep.
Which is going to be basically everything on, but now it's at 40 FPS and maybe slightly lower resolution. And then you've got performance mode, which is some like fancy lighting is turned off, but I think it's still base ray tracing on. It's just some of it's turned off, and that's a 60 mode. But obviously on PS5 Pro, I guess it's the same, just higher resolutions.
Yeah, better. Yeah. It's got an 86 Metacritic, which is really high, to be fair. But
it's super high. Yeah,
it's super high. I think we will probably cover it. Maybe depends if there's enough demand for it in like 2 weeks' time when we've got the MSI device as well.
Yeah,
maybe the One X player. I don't know what there's no real word from them, but I keep begging them to send it quicker.
Yeah, see, it's such a shame, isn't it? Because it's August that is, and I don't know if we'll be in the first batch. I doubt it.
Yeah.
So it depends if they want to, like try and speed us along a little bit, just because it's us and everyone loves us, right? Everyone loves us.
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah. Do you know who I am? Not everyone loves us. People are always angry at us.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are always angry at us. Let us know though in the comments if
you're angry at us.
If you're angry at us, if you want to see that, if you want to see the Assassin's Creed game,
yes,
because we will do it if there's enough demand for it.
Yes.
Come 2 weeks' time. Talking of enough demand, literally this happened last night at the time of recording this, so a couple of nights ago for you. But
my days,
it seems like we've got a new Fallout game imminent.
Wow. And something even more special about it. Who's making it, AJ?
Obsidian are making it.
Oh!
So is it going to be a sequel to New Vegas? Or is it just going to be a different part of the Fallout universe, but the same style?
Do you know what it's going to be? New Vegas remake. It's just going to be the same game. What's with all these remakes?
Yeah, it could.
Make something new.
It could be.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, no. I'll go. There's different parts of this story that's exciting. The first part is that they were working on a sequel to Avowed, which it wasn't massively successful, but it was like for those that played it, really loved it.
My wife loved it. She wouldn't put it down. She literally was like, I know you didn't. I only did the Will It Run video or whatever. I'm pretty sure we did a Will It Run.
Yeah, maybe.
And we definitely did. I did something about it on handheld, and I really enjoyed playing it. But my wife, she tried it and absolutely loved it. But I know it wasn't overly well received by others.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I know I've talked about it and I've always justified my stance on it. It's not a bad game. It was good and everything about it felt solid. I just didn't enjoy it. It didn't connect with me at all.
Yeah.
So after a couple of nights of playing it, I was like, this isn't for me. But of course they're the Outer Worlds team as well, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
So their hit rate is very high. So that's really exciting that there's going to be a new Fallout game, because I didn't think I'd see one. I'll be honest, I was questioning whether we would see one like before 2040.
We still might not.
Well, yeah, that's true. If we were relying on Bethesda to do it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the 2060.
Yeah, because, I mean, they seem to only be able to do one big franchise every like console generation at the moment.
Well, it took them 10 years to release a trailer for Elder Scrolls.
Exactly that.
So,
I do remember seeing like a roadmap as well. Do you remember that? And it was like, it was someone estimating like the time between games. It's like, so by that rate, it was like 2045 before we see a new Fallout.
Yeah.
And I was like, how old will I be in 2045?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's exciting. This is part of the Onyx, your dog, kicking off. That's what it's part of.
He's running around screaming in the background.
No, this is part of the like Xbox kind of shake-up that's happening. That I'll get onto more in a minute because it's pretty dark. But it does seem to be part of that. Part of Asher Sharma's announcement was that they need to focus on like their owned huge IPs.
Yes.
And focus on getting games out for that. Makes a lot of sense. The fact that there's not been a Fallout game for so long is insane, and that before that they would point to Fallout 76 and say that's your Fallout game.
Yeah, wicked.
Like, that's still going. Like, yeah, well,
That needs a remake. They need to like bring it into modern times so you can actually play it co-op and go through the story. Like, what is with that?
if you could, that's the thing with 76. If you could play it properly co-op and both
Yeah.
experience the same missions at the same time, it'd actually be all right.
It'd be great. It'd
Yeah.
be really fun. Like the game's cool. Like when it came out, and it was rubbish then.
Yeah.
I played it with my wife for weeks and weeks. You know, we played it for a good long time, and we had great fun just because of the prospect of Fallout 2 player like
Yeah,
online.
yeah.
But then when we went back to it like a couple of years ago, or whenever it was like you can't even do the missions together. So there's
Yeah.
like a team of 4 of us with our member Temperius, and I can never say his name right.
I can never do it right either.
And we all like were trying to play it, and it was like, okay, one person do that quest. Oh, now we all need to do the quest again for the next person. Now we have to do it 4 times each.
Yeah.
Like, what's with that? I don't want to do that. Like, I want to play the story. Like, I don't want to just be running around just shooting random stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like that was annoying. So yeah, it pissed me off. And the fact that the servers are all broken. So if you want to play on PC, it's separate to the console, and you can't play it on handheld.
Yeah.
Like if you were playing it on console, like you have to start again because it's a PC version. Like it's all a load of crap. So that really pissed me off. So yeah, sorry.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, the fact that it hasn't been a Fallout game for so long is
Yeah.
almost criminal. My fear for this is because clearly it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction to Xbox Studios being at the point of failure financially. This is where this is all coming from. So that my fear of it being that kind of knee-jerk reaction is it's either going to be a remake of New Vegas because that would be quicker to make because the story's already written.
Yeah.
They could probably use the same dialogue and like, do you know what I mean? There's like bits, like huge bits that would save time on. Or more vomit-inducing than that, because a New Vegas remake would be quite cool still. It's not as good as a new Fallout game,
Yeah,
but it would still be quite popular.
It's all right. I'm kind of done with remakes.
Everyone's doing them, aren't they? Because they're easier. The second one, which would be more vomit-inducing, is that if it's a tie-in to the TV show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it depends. If it's done right.
I don't know, mate. The first season of the show was quite good. The second season is like I didn't even get past episode 3. It was like
Oh, really?
it's like
Oh, okay.
clapping in my hands and clapping because I love Fallout, man, and this was not.
I love it.
It was just not it.
Yeah, I watched the second season, and I'm with you. The first season was better.
Yeah,
Second season was like, all right.
it's
Like,
just
I watched
it's just
it,
got
and it was all right.
boring. It's like, how have
Yeah.
you made this world boring?
I still enjoyed it, but I just didn't have that same hype as the first season where it
Yeah.
was fresh and new, and like I really liked the characters and stuff. It did seem to go a bit slower.
Yeah.
They kind of Mandalorian'd it, where you watch like the first few episodes and you're like, yeah, this is
I'm
amazing.
so glad you said that because that was
Yeah.
my exact reaction. I was like, this feels like the Mandalorian.
And where it just becomes boring, and then every episode's the same. And
Yes.
it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they could do a tie-in. To be fair, I remember talking in the podcast, like when the show first came out, I was
Yeah.
shocked that there wasn't a Fallout game announced already
Yeah,
at
with
the
it.
same time.
Yeah, it seems weird, doesn't it, that they
Yeah.
didn't have it aligned.
Because suddenly there was this huge amount of interest from people that had never played Fallout in this,
well,
this
that's
world.
when what saved Fallout 76, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Because
Yeah.
it saw an uptick in like players from the TV show, and unfortunately they had a subpar experience.
Yeah, there was talk of a Fallout 3 remake that was in existence somewhere, and it got canned. But
Didn't
it was at a playable state.
What did we get recently? We had a Fallout remake. Was it 4?
I'm sure it was 4, wasn't it?
Was it 3? No, it wasn't 3.
No,
I
because
think it was 4.
I would have lost my mind if it was 3.
Yeah, because 3 was my favourite.
yeah,
I loved 3. But yeah, because that was when Bethesda and the guys from Obsidian were doing it, wasn't it? Well,
Yeah.
Obsidian did New Vegas, but
New Vegas. Yeah.
but anyway, yeah. So okay, so yeah, it'd be cool if they did a remaster of 3.
Yeah. We need to grasp the nettle as well. Let's talk about this Xbox.
Yeah,
Closure.
I'm letting you lead the charge here because I've been working on these
Yeah, okay,
videos.
well-
I'm a little bit like, I know that they're basically firing everyone in the company, but other than that, I haven't been up to date with it
Well,
to fill me
do you
in.
remember the week before we were talking about PlayStation and Bungie, and they cut like 600 people, and it was
Yeah.
pretty horrific.
Yeah,
6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 40. It's like
Maths.
7. It's like maths better.
Yeah.
This is like 7 or 8 times bigger than that.
Yeah.
Microsoft cut 3,200 jobs from Xbox Studios, 4,800 in total from Microsoft, part of a restructuring. It's basically, I'll spare you the full statement, but it's basically they were stretched so thin that they were at the point of failure.
Yeah, that's
Game
nuts.
Pass the idea was that they would cram loads of value in there and it would save them, and it didn't. Things like Minecraft was pretty much funding Xbox Studios.
Wow.
Insanity. And actually, Sean was saying, like, we won't accept that long-term existence is an inevitability. It's not, and I won't let it die. It's like it was like doom and gloom talk, and it's clear though for the longest time, probably since that fated Xbox One announcement, that it's been incredibly mismanaged to get to this point. And it's that pillar to post, that constant, we're not sure what our identity is, when they had a very clear identity before that.
Yeah. I saw one like meme where it said Phil Spencer was the happy-go-lucky like dad that let all the kids do whatever they wanted. And Asher is the like, you know, the bad cop coming in and like putting
Mum's
people in
home.
their place.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I know this is horrendous, like
It's
all these people
horrendous.
losing all these jobs and all these studios getting cut and everything. But again, if it kept going like that and it meant that there would be no Xbox anymore, things need to be done. You know, someone needs to make very tough choices for a business this size. And so she's going to be labeled as the bad cop.
I mean, that's the job of a CEO. That's why they're paid the money that they are. They have to make these kind of calls and accept that sometimes that they are the bad cop. 3,200 people is insane. I can't even get my head around that as a single layoff.
Yeah. You think of like a hall filled with 3,500 people.
That's
like,
a lot
it's
of
awful.
people.
Yes, really bad.
4 studios are up for sale or independent management, and big ones as well. Compulsion, Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and Undead Labs. And Arcane is also being considered for spinning off. The good news there, if there is any, is that they didn't do what Sony have done in the past and just shut them down.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They have at least, and they will give them a package of support in order to either go independent or find a new buyer.
Okay.
Any games that they are currently working on will be finished as well, so projects will continue.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's a very small silver lining to this.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening, so you kind of need to take the good as it comes, and that is a positive thing. Whilst the overarching thing is like negative, it's positive that they, like you said, that they're not just shutting them down, firing everyone like entirely. You know, like these studios hopefully will survive, and we'll see new games from them. But it's such a tough one to even like comprehend, like what is going on here.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge Xbox titles that they've made as well, these studios. Some that aren't out yet. State of Decay 3 is not out yet.
That's been ages.
That's going to be finished though. So that was part of the announcement. They are going to continue working on that.
Okay.
Arcane Studios is being considered. They're working on Blade, Marvel's Blade.
Oh man, that's how long have they been working on this now?
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Like, and are they going to stiff Marvel like that?
No. I think the problem with modern games, isn't it? Because they are so big and expansive, they take so long to make now. Where you know, you think like old generation stuff that they could turn out multiple games in a year. A studio can't do that anymore. A studio of 300, 400 people is going to be working entirely on one game, multiple years. So the cost of that is huge.
Oh, it's astronomical. That's why when they fail, like a lot of Sony's crappy online only things, and they lose. I've
forgotten what that
billions.
game's called now.
I don't know, Marathon or something.
No, not Marathon.
Concord.
Concord, thank you.
Yeah, like like what kind of bet is that? Imagine going into like a casino or something. I'm not a gambler, but like, would you really gamble that much money and time? Like, you spent like 10 years making a game and you just chucked it down the drain. Like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
So basically.
I mean, Compulsion just finished South of Midnight, didn't they? Very recently.
I kind of like that game. I do like the game, but then when I heard it cost like 100 million or something, I thought this was like a tiny little game that like had a real small budget, and like, so I was like, oh yeah, really cool. Like, I like the style and stuff.
I assumed, because it came out at the same. It was on the same like developer direct and the same time frame as Expedition 33.
They
launched at the same time.
Yeah, right.
And for some reason, I assumed it was equally a small indie studio, 20, 30 people in a cupboard somewhere, that have worked on this art project, basically. And it was, maybe it cost 10, 20 million to make. And I remember seeing South of Midnight and going, I don't really like, and I played it. It wasn't really for me, but it wasn't bad. But when I was like, it's probably just a small indie studio. Yeah. When you realise that it's cost hundreds of millions and it's from like an Xbox-owned Compulsion game.
Someone was doing something dodgy there.
They
were having Domino's pizza every night at that studio.
They were.
That's 100 million right there for a year.
Double Fine, Psychonauts 2 and Kiln. Well, I don't want to be too critical because there's people involved here, but like...
Yes. Yeah.
There is some projects that got launched that I think if they weren't owned by Xbox probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it necessarily is a good thing. There's like weird... Kiln was such a weird indie gamble. Do you remember seeing it?
No.
It came out only like a month or so ago.
What's it called?
Kiln. Kiln. You play as like... You mold yourself as a pot. Like pottery, like a pottery kiln.
What the hell?
And it's like a brawler, but you're a piece of pottery.
Oh, I remember seeing the videos for this. Yeah, I remember the videos.
You have to kind of smash up other pots.
Those games.
It's like the kind of game that you used to get on a PlayStation demo desk, back in the early noughties.
I mean, the game's like $7.99 on Steam.
There's no way that they'll make the costs back on it. Like, I just don't get it. Hellblade, Ninja Theory.
Yeah, they announced that new game and then we're like, bye.
Yeah.
They did that on purpose, didn't they? To like try and get a buyer. Yeah. To be like, oh look, we're working on something. Yeah,
totally. The good news is at least that they're not killing the studios, all those projects, and they're all clearly talented people. I don't know how many people inside those studios they were going.
No, I have no idea.
Because when you look at some that aren't being spun off, like id Software, ID Software, they've lost half their team. So something like 130 people got let go. And one of the VFX artists posted an amazing thing on LinkedIn, I think it was, but put this huge post out, like in shock at how brutal these cuts were. Just to highlight to everyone that this isn't just about like game projects being there or not. There's some technological stuff that gets absolutely caught in the crossfires here. There's collateral damage bigger than the headlines. So it's Derek Best, former VFX artist at ID. Talk about how brutal the cuts were. Like, his highlighting here is that, and I'll quote him, all the developers that had Houdini knowledge. Now, Houdini was the engine that they used or that they created for doing the Dark Ages.
Yeah, and some might say it's magic.
It's like, it's just...
Sorry, I had to say it. I mean,
it is, yeah. Well, like the famous namesake, it's dead. All the developers that had Houdini knowledge for procedural modeling or cached animations were wiped out. So all of that work for doing the Dark Ages has gone to waste with none of it to carry on.
That completely shocks me. Like, that's a massive hit in the face. You've killed an engine? Like, what? Do you know what I mean? I don't even understand. Do you know? I'm kind of flabbergasted about that. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Goes on to say, writings on the wall as we get relegated to support studio size and moving our development to Unreal.
Wow.
Engine team has been decimated, supremely short-sighted, and a brain-dead move from Asher.
That's just weird, isn't it? Like, you've just killed an engine. And then, like, the Doom games are so good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so well optimized as well.
So good. So, I mean, I'm biased. I've got a big old Doom chair behind me.
I know, but it's... Yeah.
And
the fact they had like Steam Deck modes and stuff.
Yeah, the 2016 onward, like the new Dooms, I've been all for. Like,
fantastic.
They've been so good. And Doom the Dark Ages, I haven't even played the new DLC or whatever.
The thing I don't get here is, like, have they not been really successful?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's surely they've just literally dropped it on PS5 and launched this new DLC.
Yeah.
And now you've just sacked everyone and canned the
Handheld
engine.
compatibility modes.
Yeah.
Like, they've done some amazing work. And
it's a difficult game to run, but, you know, like, it's really good what they've been doing. And I've been loving those games. I really have.
I just want to leave you with his final words. Great job, Microsoft. Nothing says business success like nuking a team into the dirt and relegating them to support studio size while also throwing out massive technological achievements.
Yeah.
I mean, that's strong words. Let's be honest. Someone's obviously very angry.
Oh, yeah. I imagine, well, how many people were sacked again? 3,000 something?
3,200.
I bet 3,200 people are very angry right now.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, you know that there's some veterans and stuff caught up in the crossfire there.
Absolutely. There'll be stuff that doesn't even hit the headlines. That people
the project lead for backwards compatibility was let go as well, wasn't he?
saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I've seen some like real diehard, like 20 odd year veterans, like artists and stuff, putting like available to work on LinkedIn as a consequence of this. Literally, it's like,
a shame.
I don't know what percentage of the video game industry that is. It'd be really interesting to know, but it's definitely from the shockwave that I've seen on, like, just from individuals posting like available to work and stuff. It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't think the games industry is as big as we are all led to believe, like people-wise.
Yeah, people-wise, maybe not, yeah. But like, monetary-wise, it's like one of the biggest
Well, it's the largest entertainment industry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's horrific. And it's losing the work that they've done on Houdini engine is gutting for games, basically, going forward.
Like, I don't understand how they would just shut that down. Like, it just is so weird to me.
And I don't know how I feel about this as well. Like, another kind of knee-jerk reaction to it is that it seems to be that Microsoft are preparing to go almost fully exclusive on their titles going forward.
Yeah, I get that. You know, they basically do it at PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, multi-platform titles will be multiplayer. Single-player titles are going to be exclusive again, or PC exclusive.
The thing I don't quite get, though, is that their claim is the multi-platform strategy failed to deliver on the results the leadership expected. They were the biggest publisher by sales, and they probably still are if you look today. On, like, if you go to the PlayStation store and you look who the overarching publisher is, Microsoft were like always over 50% of the top 10. Quite often we're like 8 out of 10 with Microsoft games. And that's obviously helped by things like Minecraft and Call of Duty. But I don't know what results they were expecting by going multi-platform.
I don't know.
Like, were they expecting that it would sell more Xboxes somehow? Like, it was an advert for Xbox.
Yeah, I don't get it. And the thing is like, there's only been a few games. Do you know what I mean? And Switch 2's out. They've barely brought anything out on it yet. Do you know what I mean? And Switch is like one of the biggest platforms.
Yep.
So, like, you can't be like upset about the lack of results when you haven't even put anything on it yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they put Call of Duty on there, it's going to fly on Switch 2.
Yeah.
It will fly, and they're like, it will go up so high in terms of sales. But if they start dropping other titles, you know, they'll sell really well as well. So I don't understand. Like, it's the same with the PlayStation argument of like, well, PC sales didn't do very well. You released them like 2 years late at full price. Do you know what I mean? Like, People are just waiting for sales. Do you know what I mean? What do you expect?
And it surely, maybe I'm just oversimplifying it, but a strategy of timed exclusivity is surely the best path for it all.
I'm fully with you.
And like, even if it's like a 2-year, like a long period.
Yeah.
Because you say PlayStation to PC as the most simple to understand example. PC players will want to play Ghost of Tsushima or like God of War, whatever. They are probably happy to wait 2 years and not worry about it.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy a PlayStation to play that game. Or they've already got one and they're going to pay it anyway. But that waiting 2 years is just added revenue for PlayStation. It's like a bonus. It's not going to affect your console sales. Not dramatically enough for it to outweigh just the added benefit. And surely porting now from console to PC and console to console is very simple.
That's the thing. It's like
because they
back
are
in the
all
old day,
PCs.
Yeah, in the old days, they all had their own architecture and whatever. They're all their own components. You know, some of them took freaking cartridges. Some of them took discs or little discs. If you're looking at the GameCube, like all this kind of stuff. Everything was different. It wasn't so easy that they're all PCs. Now they're all the same.
Yeah.
Take away the skins and everything, you know, the shape of the box that is in, they're all the bloody same. So, like,
probably the most difficult one is Nintendo. It's the most different of the lot.
Yeah, I get you, but it's still NVIDIA. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not made by like some random in-house like thing running on some weird like operating system.
But yeah, it seems like that Microsoft are going to walk back on their kind of cross-platform thing as well. Obviously, they're going to keep the Play Anywhere thing. I think that's impossible for them to.
Oh yeah, when they're saying this, all they mean is Nintendo and Sony.
Yeah.
That's all they mean. Like Xbox will always be PC and console, and I'm fine with that. But like you said, why not do the timed exclusivity? Even if it's like 2 years, chuck everything on PlayStation. It just gets you more revenue. PlayStation after 2 years, chuck it all on PC. Gets you more revenue. Like it's for like free money. Do you know what I mean? Like it pisses me off that they're all like children. They're like, well, it's just you can't have that.
It's like a knee-jerk reaction, isn't it? Pull up the drawbridges. Like, this worked in the past, it will work again.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I don't think it will. The great thing with all of this Xbox Project Reset, let's call it, is that despite how horrific that is for the games industry, it hasn't masked the fact that Sony have managed to not just shoot themselves in the foot, but set fire to that foot, and then the shoe, and actually the shoe shop, and they're still in the shoe shop, and then just go radio silent on the world.
It's so funny, isn't it? Like, this was Sony's time to show everyone, come to Sony. Do you know what I mean? Like, with PlayStation, Xbox on fire, everyone's getting fire, like, running out screaming. Like, Sony could be like, come over here. You know, like, look at us, we're really cool. Instead, they're like, screw it, let's do something bad as well. Let's set everyone else on fire.
It's that meme of the guy with the stick putting it in the front wheels of his own bike.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But this could have been an easy win to get people to move over from Xbox.
Or at least just win PR points. Like,
well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously they announced that the death of the disc, we talked about it last week, from 2028, which has unsurprisingly set the internet on fire. Everyone who is remotely interested in the kind of longevity of their games collection is angry. 200,000 people have signed a petition. That was, as of last night, it's probably even higher than that by now because it doubled in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Any post that Sony had made about this it's had more views and more interactions than the GTA 6 trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa! I didn't know that.
That's how upset people are.
That's impressive.
And in reaction to it, Sony have spent the last week not posting anything.
Yeah, just ignore it and then carry on as usual after a week.
And then he did one post advertising a new joystick controller thing.
Yeah, cool.
Just like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what they'll do, yeah.
They do not care about you.
No, they don't. They're a business. They want money.
It's actually a really good life lesson for us all about becoming brand agnostic. Don't pin your flag to the mast of this brand and being like, I'm Team Blue. All of that bullshit, because they don't care about you.
And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the podcast, talking about the G3 and like having that brand like whatever. There's no point. They don't care about you.
They don't care.
So why do you care about them? Just go for the best price to performance ratio and the best support.
Yeah.
And then you're a winner.
Do what you want with the money you have right now.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much the same. People like us will tell you the differences, and it's up to you to make a choice, but don't do it on like some kind of misguided loyalty, because they don't care. Sony will do nothing about this. There's people talking about cancelling your PlayStation Plus subscription to like Revolt and all this. Like, if you've got personal standards and this affects you that much, do that.
Yeah.
That's totally cool. But don't think that doing that's going to make them change their mind. It won't. They don't care. It's a drop in the ocean for them. Sony are so big that PlayStation's a small fraction of their company, and then PlayStation Plus is a tiny fraction of PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you are insignificant.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless literally every single person somehow could mind link together and cancel at the same time, that would get their attention. But unfortunately, if 1%, maybe 10% cancel, they're like, whatever, they'll be back once they've calmed down. Do you know what I mean? It's like having an argument with someone and you're all like, ooh, and then you go away and like the next day you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, right. That's what they're waiting on. They know you'll be back.
They know. They believe they're so big that you'll be back. So, point being, just don't use it as a way, firstly, of learning that the brand don't care about you. Just don't wrap your identity around a brand. If Xbox is the right thing for you right now, go get an Xbox. If PlayStation then, or Nintendo, or PC, just go do the thing that's right for you right now and don't give a fuck about brand. It's not a football team. They don't care about you. Will they change their mind?
Nah. They've said it now, so they're going to stick to their guns.
Yeah,
you know, they will stick to their guns. I'd be incredibly surprised if they change tact here, and I just don't expect 200,000 people. Like, that's nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, in that petition, how many millions of PlayStation users are there on a daily basis?
Yeah,
like, I'd love to see the login of daily people,
active accounts
across all PlayStations, even PS3 that are still being used. I bet it is hundreds of millions.
Yes, for certain.
Hundreds of millions. 200,000 people. That's a sneeze. Do you know what I mean? Like,
if you want to spend your energy petitioning and being upset by this decision, totally get it. First of all,
yeah.
But don't spend that energy pointing at Sony and begging them to change the course that they're on. They're going to do it anyway. Spend that energy putting pressure on these companies to ensure that digital marketplaces and DRMs are fair, that there's choices for players, and that you genuinely own your game for the life of your account.
Yeah.
Put pressure on these people to turn digital console marketplaces into what we see on PC, this mature 20-odd-year-old marketplace where the game follows you forever, that even if it's taken off the store and you've already bought it, it's still there. There's DRM-free options in the future, that there's multiple places selling the same game, so you have competition for pricing. There's no price gouging or fixing.
Which is what PlayStation do.
The worst for it. And especially with older games, that's where they really take the piss. Like, there's been a lot of people doing comparisons of like, I can get God of War for like 10 quid. Yeah, on the PlayStation Store, it's 50. Like, that's where we need to be putting our energy. If you're going to put it anywhere for this.
Look forward, not backwards.
Yeah.
Like, make digital the best place it can be.
Codes in a box or codes in our disc.
Yeah,
like Nintendo have done with the code on the card and all that key card thing.
Key card, because it still gives you the choice to sell it, lend it,
gift
have a second-hand market, gift it, whatever. I think Nintendo have done really well, even though everyone cried about it. They've still got physical for a start, so it's not just digital only. There is physical, game dependent, granted, but then you've got the key card, which is digital only, but it's still a physical key card. So you put it in, then you download it. That gives you access to that game. If you want to sell it or lend it, whatever, you just take the card out, sell it, do whatever you want. or you've got digital download where you literally buy it, it's linked to your account, and then you can still lend it. So if I had a game, I can send it to AJ 2 weeks at a time, or less if I want. But then he can play it. Like you've still got that choice, and you can still buy Nintendo codes from retailers here in the UK at least.
Yes.
From retailers, you're not just dictated by the Nintendo eStore. Like PlayStation, that's the one thing I hate. Like if you want to buy something, you've got to get it from them. There is no place to buy a digital key from any reseller or from any retailer. The only way you can do that to get a discount at least is wait for a PlayStation sale, which is fine. They happen way more frequently than they ever did. But the only way to get a discount on top of that is to literally buy like eShop credit or whatever it is, like store credit.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, and that's not on. Do you know what I mean? Like PlayStation need to, if they're going to do this and cause this much of an uproar, everything needs to change for them on the digital market. We need to have retailers and bricks and mortar stores selling digital codes for these games.
Yes.
Have some sort of like system, like AJ said, where it never leaves your account. Even if they turn it off or whatever, you can still download that. Whether they turn it DRM free once it gets cancelled so that you can then back it up yourself and you're in charge of it, that would make sense. And being able to share it to people, whatever. Maybe there's an online marketplace where you can secondhand sell your key like through PlayStation. Do you know what I mean?
That is absolutely genius, by the way.
I'll take 10% PlayStation. Yeah.
A second-hand digital marketplace is genius.
Yeah, why don't they do that?
And then they can bloodsucker cut out of it because that's what they're crying about with this.
There you go, because they make no money on secondhand right now. So if they took like a 20% cut or something stupid, people would do it because at least you're recouping a bit of money. Something. There we go.
They wouldn't do it because the license it breaks the license terms currently. Because technically, even back in the days of like Mega Drive, Genesis cartridges, technically you're not allowed to sell them. If you read the end user license agreement on these things, it's the same with VHS tapes and DVDs.
Yeah.
The license would appear at the start when you put the film on, and it says really clearly no unauthorized selling, lending, or broadcasting.
Yeah.
It clearly says that. So I guess it would just break that license agreement, but they need to do something in order to.
They need to modernize
this
for the future. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? It could be codes in a box, and if that code then gets put into another system, it gets taken off the system that it was already on.
Yeah.
That way, I can sell my box or I can lend it. It's a very simple way of doing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Something needs to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Crimson Desert 2 is coming to Switch 2.
Yeah,
apparently.
yes. Yeah, apparently, I saw quite a lot of people talking about this. It's interesting because it runs like potato on the Xbox Ally, the Z2A version. Like you can barely get it to run at 30 FPS. It can run, but
it's a bit watercolor as well, isn't it?
It's like Picasso's coming to town. So it's an interesting experience. So, I mean, Switch 2 it impresses me every single time. And this would be a dedicated port, not like the Xbox Ally, which is just trying to run a game, So I have all the hope for it. And it would be really cool. Like, I don't know why, but I love seeing games coming to Switch 2, stuff that's like you would never expect to see there. Big games that are like Crimson Desert. Off the top of my head, I'd be like, nah, you wouldn't get that running on Switch 2. But it's going to, just like Elden Ring and stuff like that. It's all very impressive. So I really hope that games like this do come and then people get to play really cool games,
Yeah,
that's
long may it continue. This like you say, every time anything like this happens on the Switch 2, still now I'm like, that's mental.
Yeah.
But they're going to get that game running at 11 watts.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's insane.
It is insane. Yeah, it's absolutely mental. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Some good news as well, just really quickly whilst we're talking about Nintendo, about pricing, is that if you've got a Switch Online membership, that you'll get free delivery.
Yeah, on orders over £1.
From the Nintendo's online store, which is really cool. And obviously they sell a lot of stuff. I've bought a lot of stuff off there.
I've bought loads from it.
Not just accessories, but also like merch and stuff.
Games, everything. Yeah. Amiibos.
And you get
controllers.
that cool Mario box that it comes in as well.
Oh yeah,
Makes it feel special. Yeah, free delivery, because it did suck before. It was like
It did.
£5-6 for any delivery.
They always ripped you off with delivery.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And of course, just really quickly, whilst we're at the end, it's the end of the Switch in the EU.
Yeah, it's just getting discontinued.
Switch
It's
1,
just
this
getting-
is.
Yeah, Switch 1, Switch OLED, Switch Lite. All
Yeah.
of them are going away, obviously because of the new regulations that are coming in next year.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see it as a big bad thing because there's crap loads of them.
It's probably a little bit sooner than Nintendo would have hoped, because
Yes.
at least when you look at the sales figures in Japan, which they tend to release every week, the Switch 1 is still like the second
Massively
best-selling
high.
console in there every
But
week.
they're
behind
allowed to
Switch 2.
sell stock.
Yeah.
And I bet there is a massive amount of stock.
Yeah, I would imagine
know,
so. And probably some
so-
good sales coming up as well if you did want to get like a Switch
Yeah.
OLED for some bizarre reason.
And the second-hand market as well,
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
going to be loads of them, but the main thing comes in was because of the EU law, which makes everyone change batteries.
Yeah, so to catch up real quickly, if your device has a battery in it now in the EU as of like February this year or something, or February next year,
Yeah.
it has to be user serviceable, so you have to be able to take that battery out and replace it yourself in a reasonable amount of work. So obviously that means stuff like the Switch needs revisiting. The Switch 2 needs revisiting as well, because to change the batteries in those is a horror show at the moment.
Yep.
As you know from that video you did many years ago on the Switch Lite.
Yeah, I did the Switch Lite, and it is a pig. Yeah.
It was disgusting to watch you do that.
What, pouring alcohol
Oh,
literally
God.
into the battery bay. Yeah, I'm going to take this electronic device and pour liquid all over it.
Yeah, it's not nice.
No, it's cool.
So rather than redesign the Switch, they're just discontinuing it in the EU, which makes sense. But also means we're getting that new Switch 2 here as well.
There's one thing we'll add at the end of this, which
Yeah.
could be quite big, but let's go through this first. I just need to remember. So yeah, go for it.
Tell me now what it is.
Right. So, recently people found that there was going to be a new screen from a new manufacturer for the Switch 2.
Yes.
Right. There had been leaked
Yeah.
that there was a new screen, and everyone was like, what's it for? Because the current screen in the Switch 2 is slow.
Yeah.
There's loads of ghosting and stuff. It's the worst part of the Switch 2, sadly. Most people don't see it, and it's fine. And if you don't worry about it, because you're just enjoying your games. I'm really astute to these things, right? And I often don't notice it unless I'm it's game dependent, basically. But with this new revision that's going to have to happen, because they're going to have to redo all of the Switch 2s.
Yeah.
It's a full shake-up. They're going to have to redesign the
Joy-Cons,
device.
the device, the whole thing. Yeah.
The whole makeup of these devices is going to be changed. In that change, will we see this new screen be put in alongside the rest of this change here? So we'll see the new screen devices
Makes sense.
by next year,
Yeah.
which hopefully will fix all the ghosting issues.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I doubt they'll talk about it.
No, it'll be an unsaid
Kind of thing,
change.
kind of thing Nintendo don't do. But so obviously you're going to get new battery for the main console part, which is going to be slightly smaller.
Yeah.
Only slightly 1% smaller. The Joy-Cons will also have to have replaceable batteries, because obviously they got battery each side. So this is a huge design overhaul that they're going to have to do.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's going to be complete redesign.
I'm really curious to see how it affects performance because of thermal.
Don't worry, they've said no performance will change.
Yeah. Because it's so tightly designed at the moment, and clearly thermal management was a big part of it. I wonder how the performance might be affected with this.
I want to see 1X player styled liquid cooling. Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Obviously, weights are going to change as well. I guess. Oh yeah. You've written it down. They're going to be heavier.
Yeah.
Both the Joy-Con and the tablet are going to be heavier. Even though the batteries are smaller.
Yeah, right.
That's, I guess, just the added screws and stuff.
The screws and the mechanism that's going to make it allowed to be user replaceable. The thing is when they say user replaceable, it doesn't mean necessarily that it's easy.
No.
It just means that the battery's not going to be glued in
because
or something.
technically the handheld PCs are all okay because they are user serviceable.
Yeah, you can pull it. Well, those ones are great because the batteries are just 4 corner screws screwed in, and you literally remove them, the battery comes out. Like, it's beautiful.
But it's not like it's not like an old school Game Boy with like a battery hatch, is it?
Exactly, yeah, battery hatch. I would love to see a battery hatch myself personally,
Yeah.
just because way less people will damage their devices by opening them up.
Do you know what? Even more than a hatch, because I think yes, people will like the spidgins and stuff always end up breaking catches and stuff. But beyond that, if they just an isolating switch for the battery,
Yeah.
I think that would be huge for when people are doing other parts.
Yes.
But yeah, we've seen a fair few of the PC handhelds go very wrong.
Seen so many, especially with the Allies, because that battery connector is so fragile.
Yeah, like ripping it clean off the board.
Yeah, man, it's horrible. But the same with replacing the batteries and the switches. People have done put too much isopropyl in, it's got into the screen and damaged it. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. You have to be so careful with electronics, you know. So and unless you're experienced, like, you're going to have a bad time. Something's going to break.
Yeah.
You know.
So hopefully this fixes that for the Switch, gives you some life in it. But batteries are going to get smaller pretty much across the board as well.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So the Switch 2 Pro controller is 16% smaller. That's a hefty drop.
If you're on the fence about the Pro controller because of the price, but you were thinking you might get one, get it now, because this is going to... 16% smaller battery is quite a lot, but also... The thing I love about the Pro controller is how smooth and elegant the design is.
Just about to bring this up because it's
kill
literally
that.
a one-part design. Like, it's a whole mold with just a faceplate on the front.
Yep.
So remove that design. Like, for it to be user serviceable, it's going to have screws now on the back. It's going to be like a 2-part design or a battery bay.
It's going to be like the PlayStation controllers and the Xbox, like the 2-part shells.
Yeah, I hate those.
Which
with that seam.
you end up with the seam which catches all the Doritos. It's disgusting.
It does. This one, I love the Switch 2 Pro controller.
Same. I'm
really tempted actually to just buy the Resident Evil one if I can find one now.
Yeah.
The current one. Because,
and that battery difference is huge. 16% smaller.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's going to be crazy. It's definitely going to affect it. I don't know what the Joy-Cons are going to be like as well now. Thinking about that, they'll probably be a 2-piece.
I think they are anyway, aren't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just half and half, aren't they? Mine are on the desk behind me. I can't be bothered to get up.
Oh, mine are in the other room.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain they're seamed. Yeah, I'm pretty certain they're seamed. They're not a one-piece like design.
Okay. Yeah, off the top of my head, I imagined them like the Pro controller. This perfect,
beautiful
seamless.
If it was. Yeah, seamless, but no, they're not.
Yeah, so who knows what this is going to look like? Maybe they'll shadow drop an OLED at the same time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It probably wouldn't be that cool because that means it's another device to buy.
Oh,
Nintendo aren't sending stuff out.
OLED.
Yeah,
no, they ain't. But I'd buy one.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
I want it with the Allegiant Go2 screen in it.
8.8 inch OLED.
Give me an 8.8 inch, 144 hertz. Go on, VRR.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, just do it. Do it, Nintendo.
That's the perfect place to finish this because I want to ask you, would you rush out and buy a Switch 2 OLED if it dropped right now?
Yeah.
Or would you sit on your hand? Don't answer it for them. Yeah, it'd be interesting. It's probably too soon, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, please do like this video. Subscribe for more handheld gaming content. We've got some cool videos coming out. And he's already filmed in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you stick around for those. What else should they do?
Become a member and you get to chat to us on our private Discord. And yeah, apologies for probably a little bit less videos whilst I'm away, but we'll make it up to you when we get back.
We'll make it up to you, don't worry. So until the next time.
Have a nice day.